peekaboo. I see you. I won! Ta-da! I don't know about you, but I feel like going like this. Hi-ya! Feel like a warrior, ninja. I'm sweating, trying to save money on air conditioning. Welcome. My name is Lisette, and this is a 60-minute yoga class for intermediate to advanced level practitioners. Before we start the practice, I'd like to say a little invocation. May we create strength in one another through this practice together. May our studies together be enlightening and fruitful. Now let's begin by standing at the top of the mat. We're going to stand with the big toes touching and the heels slightly apart. And make sure that your hips are shifted back over the ankle and they're not shifted forward. They're shifted right back over the ankle. And that's the same with the shoulders. The shoulders are lifted up and back right over the ankles. And the same with the ears. The head is back over the shoulders and your throat and your neck is loose. The chin is level with the ground. We have an upward moving energy of getting tall and a downward moving energy of the arms getting long, pressing towards the earth. So feeling the contrast between the upward movement and the downward movement. And this is Tadasana. This is one of my favorite poses. And it's simply a standing pose, but it contains so much energy, especially the energy of owning your birthright to be here. So stand in your place, own your place, as we begin the practice with conscious, aware breathing. So you're just taking notice that you're breathing. You don't have to change how you're breathing. Just notice that you're breathing. You arrived on the mat today to take good care of yourself, to bring yourself in connection with your sense of well-being. And by the time class is over, you will have a different perspective on how to go throughout the rest of your day. So this practice not only helps you, but it helps everyone around you. You came here today to feel whole and complete, to not feel fragmented with all of the plates that we have spinning up in all of the responsibilities. We're going to set those down. And we're going to come into wholeness and completeness. Now follow your breath in through the nose and follow it all the way in and in and in until you feel it in your lungs. And as you exhale, you follow the breath out, out, and all the way out until there's no more air left to go out. And that way your inhale is natural and big, diaphragmatic, inhaling through the back of the head, down the throat, into the lungs. And exhale, pressing the air out, letting go. A few more on your own. Stay tall as you do this. Very good. Let's add some movement to that. Now for the entire length of your inhale, use that timing to rotate the arms outward and inhale, bring the arms overhead. Let the movement match the length of your inhale. Stretching all the way up, inhale. And exhale, arms come down to the side as long as it takes for you to exhale. The last bit of exhales when your fingertips touch your thighs, and then rotate the arms. And again, inhaling. Be observant. Do you need to speed up your arms or slow down your breath? Exhaling. A few more on your own. Use your power of observation to bring your mind here into the present moment and into your body. The next time your arms are up, hold them up. You can exhale with your arms up overhead. And I want you to reach towards the ceiling. Let your shoulders actually rise a little bit, stretching your body. Good. Inhale, reaching up. If you can get your palms to touch, maybe back bend slightly. And exhale, bring that prayer down to the heart. All the way down. Externally rotate the arms. Inhale, arms all the way up. Extra stretch at the top. Really pull up towards the ceiling. Lengthen your abdomen. And bring the hands down to prayer. Exhaling all the way. Again, reaching up. This time as you reach up, think of the reason that you came to practice today. Did you want to just feel connected and calm? Whatever it is, know that that prayer will come to pass. Exhaling down. One more time, reaching up. Again, repeat that affirmation, I am peace, or whatever it is for you. And as you exhale, and you seal that prayer right into your heart. Now we'll take just the left arm. Left arm reaches up. Take your right arm, slide it down your thigh, and allow your body to bend to the right. Pull your belly in. You're going to try to keep both hip bones on a level plane facing forward, trying not to twist. So you need some muscular effort. So the right arm is pushing down, left arm reaching up. There's opposing forces here. Now extend the wrist as though you're holding a tray and push that tray up. And push. And we're stretching the fascia all the way from the wrist down the left side to the hip. Breathing deeply. This is an active pose, no hanging. Good. Navel to spine as you lift up tall. Right arm reaches up. Again, extend that intention up. With a big breath out, know that it will come to pass. Now it's the left hand down along the left thigh. Right arm reaches to sky. As left hand slides down left leg, we're bending towards the left. Extending the wrist like you're holding a tray or pushing against a wall. And again, side bend only, no twisting here. Use your power of observation to feel what your spine is doing. It should be just a side bend. And stretching fascia on the right side, reaching, breathing. Active pose. Really keep pushing, stretching your fascia. One more time. Inhale, left arm comes to sky, big stretch up. Exhale, hands to sides now. Very good. Bringing the hands out as though you're holding a tray in front of you. And in your mind, I want you to locate your hips and locate that inguinal crease. This crease here is where you would fold, where the upper body folds over the lower body. So locate this in your mind. And as we bend here, we're going to keep the spine as straight as possible. So send your hips back first and keep elongating the spine. Chest is out. Okay, and then you'll be folding there naturally at that crease. Okay, so you're going to hold this position here. Pull your belly in to protect your spine. And it's like you're holding a tray and you're offering something. What are you offering? And this may sound a little nuts, but I invite you to offer all the things in your life that aren't working for you. Just give them away. The universe and all the energies in this world will be able to transmute those things. You don't have to worry about that. You're not hurting anyone by giving away those things that disturb you. Give it away so you can uncover your peace. Good. Now imagine that you're wearing a necklace and you have a pendant here that's beautiful, or you just won an award, or you have a beautiful brooch or a fancy new tie. And right there, I want you to shine that up to someone in front of you and keep lifting that up in order to come up to standing leading with the chest, the top of the chest. Good. And now pull your arms back and squeeze your shoulder blades together, upper back bend, let the chest lift. And we'll do it again. We'll offer this thing. Hips go back. Knees are softly bent. And your spine is still back bending, it feels like. Hold this position. Belly is in. So we're strengthening the back. We're going to start by strengthening the back so that you can wake up these postural muscles. Belly is lifted. Keep your chest out. You're shining your pendant or shining that award or that tie. Shine it forward. Offer away. Good. Lift the chest now all the way up. And then pull the elbows back. We're doing the opposite motion. We're back bending deeply now. There we go. And now let's continue this. As we reach the arms forward, we're also now going to bend the knees. So we're sending the hips back, and this time we're reaching the arms forward. It's not really chair pose. It's just elongating the fascia on the back line. Pull your navel in off your thighs. The back of your neck is long. We're reaching the arms out wherever you go, wherever you can go. Don't go into pain. Good. Now watch, we're going to come up, lift with the arms and the chest first. We're coming up to straight. Keep the arms overhead. And now lift your heels. We're standing tall, balancing on the toes. That's it. Lengthen the back of your neck. Drop your shoulders. And own your place. One more time. We're going to hinge forward. So it's as though you're sitting on a high stool behind you. Knees softly bend. Keep reaching forward. Elongate from your pinky fingers all the way down to your tailbone, to the very lowest back. Try to keep your back totally straight. And breathe. Wherever your arms go is okay. You might have tight shoulders like me. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you feel the energy. Make sure your muscles are working. Because all of this will change with practice every time you come. You'll get better and better. All right, up we go. Lead with the arms, shine your pendant forward, and then lift the heels, and up we go. And we go for a little ride on this spinning planet. Of course, you might lose your balance. Just come back up. One more time. And now match the movement. Hands come down to the thighs as you lower the heels. Find yourself in Tadasana once again. Bring in the hands to prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Good. Now we'll bring the hands to the thighs and the feet somewhat apart. And if you've ever seen a shortstop, we're going to sit down like we're on a stool, and we're going to rest our hands on our thighs. Some people like to put the fingers on the inside, okay? But what's really important here is that the back is back bended. You're not rounded forward. You're not tucking the tailbone under. It's the very opposite. Let your tailbone come up. Let your chest come out. Let your shoulders slide down your back. Inhale here. And take a very long exhale. And as you exhale, draw your navel in. Draw your navel in. Pull your belly button in to push the air out. Keep going, keep going. It might make you bend forward a little bit. That's okay. Bend, bend, bend. Go, go, go. And then inhale to a little back bend. Let the belly drop and expand. And then as you exhale, you're pulling the belly in. Pull the belly in. Let it round your spine just a little bit. So it's a little bit of cat-cow. Again, inhale, we're back bending, letting the belly flop down, letting the chest stick out, filling with air, and then curling that belly in to exhale. It's a practice called Agnisara. We're just doing it a little slowly here. The more and more you come back, the more we will work on this practice. This is a fantastic, energizing practice. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rising up to standing. And just stand and notice. And so now you're fully in your body. Before you came to the mat and you came with all those other things you had to do and the to-do list and the thoughts and all that, but now you're here on your mat and in your body. And so now we can go and explore more. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold to wherever you can keep your back flat. And then let your head drop. Look up with a flat back. Hands to the floor. And we're stepping back in plank. And hold yourself in plank. Make sure that your shoulders are directly over the wrists. I like to have my thumbs pointing towards the top of the mat because that allows me to spin my elbows forward and hold. Now you do want a pelvic tuck here. You do want to tuck your tail between your legs. You do want to press the floor away. You do want a round spine because you're pulling up away from the floor. You know you've got it when you're shaking a little bit. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. And now we're going to tap one knee and bring it back. Tap the other knee and bring it back. And alternate that somewhat rapidly. Try not to move your upper body. And we're going to just work on getting these abdominal muscles to react to movement. Because that's what humans like to do. We like to move. So you should start feeling that right about now. And then go ahead and hold plank. One more deep breath in. Knees down. Send your chest forward. Keep your back bend. Let your chest come down before your pelvis. Good. And then slide your pendant forward. Elbows squeeze together behind you. Coming into baby cobra. Squeeze. Squeeze your ankles, your knees, your thighs. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Push up to hands and knees. Flip the feet. Toes grip. Now just hover your knees over the mat. Hover. Hover your knees just a little bit. Pull your navel up. That's it. Pull your navel up. Hold on. Getting strong. That's right. You can do this. Good. Now send your hips up high and back. Please bend your knees for this first downward facing dog. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. This is a decompression for the spine, so we want the spine super long. The head is heavy. It can nod yes and shake no. Knees are bent for right now. Good. Let's take that right foot and take a giant step and step it between your hands. Left foot meets the right foot, big toes together, heels touching, hands to shins or knees. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to standing, and we're going to come standing on the toes. And hold here. Get as super tall as you can. And exhale, hands to thighs. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Let's repeat this again a little faster. Inhale, reach up, back bend if you can. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank and hold your plank. Spin your elbows forward. Wrists under shoulders. Legs active. Belly lifting. Lift your whole thoracic spine. And hold here. And let's do our knee taps. And so we're just tapping trying to keep your shoulder girdle really stiff, trying to keep your elbows locked in. Hands are gripping. Almost there. You can always stop, but I implore you to try to, just break out of your comfort zone just for a few seconds. All right, here we go. Hold plank. Good, knees down. Send your chest through and forward, all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze the elbows, squeeze ankles and knees. Hands and knees. Flip the feet and just hover your knees over for a moment. So I'm doing this on purpose so you can always move from your center first. So the center of your abdomen is going to lift. It's going to lift all the way up and then pull you back into your downward facing dog with bent knees. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. You want to elongate the spine, so it's not so important that your legs are straight right now. This pose is all about the spine. Trying to make space between those vertebrae. Deep breath in, slow breath out. We'll take the left foot. You're going to send that left foot all the way forward. Right foot meets the left foot. Big toes together, heels apart. Lift your back to flat. Forward fold. And then all the way up. Come to standing on the toes. And here we are. And hands down to thighs. Very good. We're going to bring the hands to prayer. And we're going to set the hips back like we did in the beginning. And this time we're going to bend the knees more. So keep sending your hips back like you're in a high stool. Keep bending the knees more. Good. Keep bending and bending. Excuse me. And now you're going to look at your toes. Make sure they're touching. Make sure your heels are a little bit apart. Make sure your knees are together. Keep your knees together and just lift up your left foot. Hold it here. Balancing and getting that right leg strong. Now take your left elbow to your right knee. Twist. Hold it here. Now shoot your left leg back, but slowly. And you're going to come to your first twisting lunge. Good. Try to level your hips in your mind's eye. Using the power of observation, level your hips. The feet are pressing apart, but the inner thighs are squeezing in a way. Look down, make sure your right knee is still tracking over the ankle and it's not falling inward. Chest is lifting and pressing up. Breathing deeply. One more deep breath in. Good. Now frame the front foot with your hands. Send your left leg back to plank, but hold it up and send your right leg up to plank. Good. Hold it here. Now for fun, we can come down to cobra with the leg up. So we bend the arms, come down, keep that leg up. Slither forward. Leg comes down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So now here, let's pedal the feet. So we have one knee bending while the other one is trying to put the heel flat. And you're just noticing how your ankle joint moves. As you do this, the shoulders are relaxed. Look between your hands and jump. And come all the way up to standing. Inhale. Onto the toes. Exhale. And hold here. Bringing the hands to heart in prayer. We're going to sit back on our stools, send the hips back, knees are together. They're bending a bit more now. Look down, make sure your big toes are touching, your heels are slightly apart. Keep a back bend so that your chest is lifted. You're shining your heart forward. And we're going to get ready to strengthen now the left leg. So squeeze the knees together and just lift the right foot. Knees stay together. And we're holding using our left buttocks, left thigh, left ankle, back muscles strong because they're holding your torso weight. Now right elbow to left knee. Balance, you can do this. Now in slow motion, send your right leg back, and we come into our twisted lunge and try to level the hips. Really try to level the hips. Take that left buttock and bring it back into the center line. Don't let it fan out to the left. See if you can feel the line between your back heel and the crown of your head. Really long line. Breathing deeply. So the thing about strength is that you need to be calm while you do it. Because then it's not really strength, it's force. Strength means that you own it. You can do this. You can own your strength. Here we go, breathing deeply. Good, now we're going to frame the foot. As we send the left leg back, we're going to do a three-legged plank. Hold your three-legged plank. Lower all the way down to the floor. Keep that leg up and then slither forward into cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Again, let's pedal the feet when we're here. Sometimes people wonder why they can't have this super flexible downward facing dog. Well, it's because we're using so many joints in this pose. Got the wrists, the shoulders, the sacrum, the ankles. But a lot of times it's actually the calf tightness that's stopping this pose from going backwards enough. So we pedal and pedal, get those feet, those ankles nice and loose. Alrighty, my friends, here we go. Big toes together in downward facing dog. We're going to come forward, send both feet, rotate your legs to the left. So you're going to be balancing on the left outer foot, lift the right arm. We're coming into side plank, Vashisthasana, and hold here. Keep pulling your hips up. Keep pulling your hips up. And now we can send the right arm alongside the ear, extend the wrist, and press that tray. This is exactly what we did in the beginning. We did a standing side bend. And hold and breathe. Observe your thoughts about yourself when you're trying to be strong. Come back to plank. Good. Knees down. Come down to cobra. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Big toes together in downward facing dog. Now we're going to balance on the outer right foot. So we turn both feet, turn the legs, lift up the left arm, and we're in side plank here. And we're just going to keep extending that fascia, so we're going to press against this imaginary wall. Legs are so strong. Super long and tall. And make sure you're side bending. Observing the thoughts about yourself. Do you like what you're hearing? One more deep breath in. Regular plank here. Down to the floor from your knees. Into baby cobra. Let's all exhale into child's pose. Big toes together. Heels apart. Knees apart. And we come down to the floor. So let yourself take a big rest here, which means that your arms could be like cactus arms, or they could be behind you, touching your feet. But the point here is to regulate your breath, but more so to come to this moment, to forget about what we just did and keep returning. Yoga is a practice of coming home to your true self. and your true self can only be found in the present moment. Let your head be heavy, so heavy that your neck muscles stop working. Very good. Now we'll take the hands and we'll walk them really far forward. Really far. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And keep stretching and come on up. We're going to come into plank pose, holding your plank. Make sure that you're lifting up away from the floor like there's hot lava on the floor or something. Good. Downward facing dog. Now we'll take the right leg and we'll put the right foot right between the hands. Stop here. You're in a low lunge. Stop here. Good. Now we'll just try this. Take your left foot and lower the heel down of your left foot. So the foot turns to a 45-degree angle. So now you're on heel to heel alignment. Keep your weight forward. Bend that forward knee. Now bring some weight off of your fingertips. Use your back muscles to extend your back. And then we're going to reach both arms ahead of us. Now left arm comes up and over as you lift your trunk. And we arrive here in Warrior Two. Now let's make sure it feels right. So we'll come up, extend both legs straight, arms reach up overhead. Bend the front knee, arms spread out wide. And so go back and forth so you can feel what adjustments you need to make on the mat. Next time you bring your arms up, lift the front toes. Cool. Set them down again, grabbing the floor. One more time. Reach the arms up, lift the front toes. Set them down again. Now hold your Warrior Two. Sink deeper than you usually sink, but this time lift up in the spine. Pull the abdomen in. Reach the arms apart. Look over your front hand. And breathe. So, can you own your expression of strength without getting frenzied about it, without doubting it, without questioning it, without losing your ownership of it? Don't give it away. The way to not give it away is to take your pelvic floor muscles and pull them up. Pull your belly in, cinch your waist, lift your chest, and keep thinking about your back hand, your back foot, your front hand, your front foot. Think of your whole body. We're almost done. Getting strong here. Keep the configuration of your legs. It's now just the right arm reaching up, back bend slightly. And now the right arm, fingers touch the right ankle, left arm to sky. And we're stretching here as we push the knee into the elbow. Breathe deeply, hold it here. Take that top arm, put it behind you, see if you can hold the inner thigh, or at least the top of the thigh. Reach the right arm forward, level with the ground. Hold it here, stretch left heel to right fingertips. Hold and stretch, woohoo! Good, we come up, straighten the front leg out. Inhale. Now turn both feet to the side wall. So you're in a big old straddle. Good. Hands on the hips. Soften the knees. Can you bounce on your knees? Bounce, bounce, bounce on your knees. So we're going to keep those knees soft. And now you're going to send your hips back again like we did in the beginning. And we're going to reach the arms into a shape of a letter V. So as we pull the hips back, keep moving your hips back. Your arms reach up in a letter V. It's similar to what we did in the beginning. Stretch and hold. Use your inner thighs. Use your back muscles. Strong shoulder muscles. Lift those arms in the shape of a letter V. Thumbs point towards the ceiling. Navel in. Hold and breathe. See if you can squeeze your inner thighs like you're trying to bunch the mat up between your feet. Keep pressing the arms up. Good, now come up to standing. Woohoo! Arms come down. We're going to turn both feet now to the back of the mat. Turn both feet. And so we're going to try to line up for warrior two here. So check it out. Are you heel to heel alignment? Good. Bend that front knee. Make sure you're wide enough. If not, then you can adjust. We're going to come in and out of this pose to see if we set up correctly. So front leg straightens as the arms reach up, 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 up. Bend the front knee as your arms reach out. As your arms reach up, you might want to lift the toes of the front foot, just the toes, and then bend the knee, arms reach out. So we are actually trying to turn just the chest towards the side, but the legs are going towards the back of the wall, right? Because now we're at the back of the mat. Keep going like this, adjust. And then this last one here, hold. Again, long spine. Pull the base of your pelvis muscles. Pull them up. Pull your abdomen in. Lengthen your waist by cinching your waist. Rotate the chest, spreading the arms out. Feeling back heel, back arm, front heel, front arm. And holding here. You can look over your left hand if you want. And again, owning this strength. So if you feel shaking, that's a great thing. It's such a good thing. That shaking is emotional tension. It's physical tension. It's coming out. Let it come out. Yeah, I know it could be also a little bit of muscle fatigue, but we're going to think of it more as that which you're releasing and you're gaining strength. Okay, here we go. Left arm to sky, back bend a little bit. And now left middle finger. It's going to try to touch the left ankle, press the left knee against that left arm. Right arm comes to the ceiling. Keep a strong bend in your front knee. And we just try to hold here. See, we're not holding anything. We're not holding the floor. Trying to get stronger in our practice. Take that top arm, bend it behind you. See if you can grab hold of your inner thigh. Left arm reaches forward, level with the floor. Keep bending that front knee. Pull your belly in and hold. Coming on up. Stretch the arm to sky. And turn both feet again towards the side of the mat. We're in a wide straddle now. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Good. We're going to take that V shape with the arms. Bend the knees. Send the hips way back. This time we're going to extend the wrists so we're pressing and pulling all the fascia of the side body up and out. As you hinge, and as you hinge, you're going to try to keep your backs totally straight. Go to only where you can keep your back straight. Squeeze your inner thighs together as you're trying to bunch up that mat. Pressing the hands away from the tailbone. Tailbone is now pulling back behind the ankles. Okay, so enjoy this. Because I bet you anything, you don't do this anytime else in your day. This is it right here. It's the only time you do this. Good. Now hands to the floor. And let your head hang heavy. Peekaboo, I see you. Good. And hold yourself here. Doing great. Now keep your hands on the floor. Turn both feet to the right, so we're coming back to the front of the mat. Okay, we're going to step your left foot to meet your right foot. Let's do a halfway lift. Hands on the shins or knees. Back bend. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Now bend the knees deeply. Fingertips are staying on the floor. So you can feel that your belly is on your thigh. Squeeze your knees together. Take some weight off your fingertips. Just squeeze your shoulder blades together and shine your pendant. Shine your heart forward. Right? Shine that light. Now hands are no longer touching the floor. We're holding here, hands in prayer. Okay, good. Keep lifting up your chest. Lifting up. Now we're going to come to standing so slowly. Work those thighs. Come up nice and slow. All the way up. Extend the arms overhead. Keep palms together or separate. And come into standing on tippy toes. Good. Drop the heels. Let's bring the arms out like a genie. Now we're going to jump to your right. You're going to jump to your right or to face the camera, whichever way that is actually for you, to face the screen. And we're going to jump and land in a big straddle. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! And here we are in a straddle now. Good. So hopefully you're facing the screen. Legs are nice and wide apart. So a kind of good measure is to see that in your mind's eye that your wrist is over your ankle. Your wrists are over your ankle. I might get it right. Something about there. Then once you have that, just turn the heels in only. There we go. I'm sweating, trying to save money on air conditioning. It's hot. Okay. So here we are with our toes pointed out, our heels pointed in. We're still nice and wide. Now, this is going to be a little fun thing we do. We're going to cross the arms here like this. And then we're going to lean to your left. Yeah. Lean to your left. Bend the left knee as you pull the left arm behind you and reach the right arm. Flex the right foot and get as low as you can and come back up. Cross the arms, straight legs. Same thing, other side. So we're stretching inner thigh. So that foot comes up. We're reaching. The back is still back bended. Don't collapse. Stay up. And come back up to tall. So we're going to just do this at your own pace. Try to match your breathing. You'll notice that with every repetition, you need to kind of adjust your stance. Okay? So these are all different shapes that we're making with the body. And these shapes help us to release stored tension you may not even know about. They help to hydrate the body. They help to pump and circulate lymphatic system and, of course, the blood. I don't know about you, but I feel like going like this. Hi-ya! Feel like a warrior, ninja. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're going to heel toe it in. So it's a little wider than hips and shoulders. The feet are on a 45-degree angle, toes pointing outward, heels pointing inward. Okay? We're going to try that V shape with the arms again. So as we reach the arms to that V shape, thumbs pointed up. We're going to try to squat. This takes a lot of flexibility. So we're going to sit and squat and come back up, super tall. Squat and back up. Obviously only squat to where your knees can handle it. And of course, where you can keep your back from bending forward. So you stay where you are, but on the side, I'll show you, we don't want to round forward, right? You want to keep your back super tall and try to squat. So wherever your arms go, like, I got tight shoulders. I've been working on it, but they're still tight. I still love myself. I'm still fine. But I can keep my back straight, that's for sure, and I can squat low because I'm improving. One more time. Let's give those arms a break. Bring them to prayer. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Heel toe one more time. So we're going to go toes and heels. Feet are a 45-degree angle. Toes are pointed outward. Heels in. We're doing the same thing. Reaching up into this victorious I won pose. Maybe you can evoke this I won, right? And we're going to try to squat again. Keep shining your pendant forward. Squat and come back up. Squat and come back up. So this is just mobility training, some strength training in the back. This is how we improve our ability to sit on the floor with our kids, get in and out of cars, so that when we age, we don't get really stiff. Bring the arms down and into prayer, deep breath in, and a slow breath out. Toes come in one more time, then heels. And now we're standing in Tadasana. Arms down by the side. Big toes together, heels a little bit apart. We're going to try to take a super deep squat. If you know that that's bad for your knees, just stop right before it hurts. Stop before it hurts. But for those of you who can, we're going to try some balance and a deep squat. So we're going to come up on the heels again. We've been practicing this. Squeeze your ankles together and your knees together. Keep your chest up high. Bending those knees. Now pretend you're sliding against the wall, like there's an elevator going down. And you're sinking. Oh, like the Wicked Witch. We're sinking slowly. Let those knees go pop, pop. Keep your thighs squeezing, and once you're all the way down, lower your knees a little bit. Point them level. Point them forward. You like a little more challenge? We can try again the V shape with the arms. And hold, squeeze your ankles together. Pull your navel back. Lengthen your spine. Chin is level with the floor. Reaching. Very good. One more deep breath in. And exhale, bring it down. So now we'll put the hands on the floor. Get your butt down. Legs are ready to shoot out forward. We're doing great here. So bring your butt closer to your heels. Flex the feet. And we're going to use all our strength to sit up tall. So we're not going to hunch and be sad. We're going to sit up tall. Elegant. Dignified. Okay, so use your core muscles, your back. We've been working on back muscles today, core. So lifting up super tall. And then we're going to try to balance. So maybe this is it for you. That's fine, right? But maybe you can balance on your toes instead. Twinkle toes here. Deet, 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 deet. All right, have a little fun with it. Okay? Or maybe you can extend your bent legs, lift them off the floor. If you can do this, reach your arms out, lift your heart. Whoa! So you're going to have to balance. This is a balance pose for sure. And maybe you can get your legs straight. Wee-hee! And maybe, should I keep saying maybe? And maybe you can hold your big toes and lift your legs up and get your back straight and balance here. Whatever works for you, to have a little fun while you're getting strong, because we can get very serious. I've been accused of being quite serious. I love this practice, so I do take it seriously, but it's important to try to have fun. So do whatever you can do in your fun boat pose. And once you're done with balance, you can hold the back of your knees, put the feet down, and this time we're going to roll back and let your back rest. Very good. Keep your knees bent. Feet stay flat on the floor. A good general measurement is that your fingertips reach your heels when you extend your arms down on the floor. And then, of course, your feet should be as wide as your shoulders. Good. So then we're going to take this space that's between the back and the floor, and we're going to tilt the pelvis under using the abdominal muscles so that we reduce the space in the floor and we squish it. Now there's no space. And now squeeze your glutes together. I want you to act, no one's looking. You can squeeze your butt together, right? Squeeze that butt together. Hopefully you feel a little fatigue from the exercise that we've done. And now lift the hips. Keep squeezing your glutes. The more you lift, the more you squeeze. But what's interesting about this pose, if you lift too high, you lose the activation of the glutes. So don't lift super high. That is, of course, if you have if you have that full standing back bend in your practice and you want to do it and you think it's safe to do it, you can do it. I'm going to stay here and work my butt. There we go, good. So if this is a challenge for you and you want to stay here, well, because we're going to stay here. You're going to stay here a little while, that's fine. If you'd like more, well, big toes together, heels a little bit apart, knees touching. Then we're going to squeeze the butt even more, draw the shoulders down. You're standing on your shoulders, belly in, and squeeze the legs together. And just like we did with that twisted lunge, how we started in like a twisted chair, knees are together, but one leg straight out. And hold. And breathe. And enjoy that you're getting stronger. I bet you're feeling this now. You got it. Enjoy this strength. It's all for you. Your body is so smart. It wants to do this. One more time. And switch legs. Don't come down. Switch legs. Here we go. Squeezing the knees together so that the legs are level. Your hips are level, so don't let your hips twist at all. It's almost as if you had a ruler or a level here. Those hip bones are at the same height. Squeeze your buttocks. Shoulder blades squeeze. What else can I tell you to keep you up here? We can just talk. I'm trying to keep you up here. Stay up. Squeeze that butt. Just a couple of seconds of your life. You can do it. Okay. One more deep breath in. And foot down. Guess what? We're going to come down, but lift the heels first. Lift the arms above your head. There we go. Keep the arms above your head. Let the fingernails touch the floor if you can. And we're going to curl the tailbone so that we're rolling one vertebra at a time. Lowering slowly. Keep your fingertips on the floor. Extend your legs straight. When you get legs straight, flex your feet. That means that you're as though your feet are pressing against a wall. Toe tips are pointed towards the ceiling. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your buttocks. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze your arms so they're stretching even farther. Lengthen your neck. Pull your belly in towards the floor. Full body exercise right here. Hold it and breathe. Squeeze every muscle you've got. One more deep breath in. And relax. Let the knees fall out to the side. You can separate your legs if you want. You can just rock the hips back and forth if you want. And you could take any last pose if you feel like you didn't get something in today that you wanted to. Arms are out to the side in such a way that the tops of the shoulders can kind of curl back towards the floor. And take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. So now, be careful to not allow this quiet moment to let the door open on this flood of thoughts that want to come in. You're not done with the practice yet. So savor these last few minutes together. These last few minutes where you're actually going to feel the buzzing of all your work. Eyes are closed if that's safe for you. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Let your tongue fall away from the teeth. Lengthen the back of your neck. And don't do any more. You're done. You can notice that you're breathing, but you don't have to change how you're breathing. And let yourself rest in Shavasana. Stay with me here. I will help guide you out of Shavasana. This is the most important part of the practice, is to allow everything that you've done with the circulation and the joints and your mind, for that to be all integrated, because that's what you want. You don't want to be fragmented, right? We want to be integrated and complete, so that when we get up from the mat, we're new people. We have a new perspective. So stay with me and I'll guide you out. You're just going to follow your breath in and out and be a guard of the mind. So keep those thoughts out and just pay attention to your heart. Pay attention to your heart and to your breath. Notice the quality of yourself right now and how you feel. Notice the quality of wholeness and the quality of peace. This wholeness and this peace has been with you all along. It's just that, life can obscure it. And so with this practice, we uncover all the things that are hiding or obscuring this inner peace. And sometimes we need to exercise a little more vigorously to really get to that treasure. So just notice yourself feeling at ease. Now, deepen your breath and move in such a way that you can come to sitting, but sitting without losing the sense of peace. When you arrive in your seat, you're still in peace. The spine is tall, the head is back over the shoulders, and your eyes are soft. Sit in quietude for just a moment, noticing the equilibrium of your mind and the ease of well-being. Softly open your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.